Welkom in my Afrikaanse klas. Graad 12, so ons is besig met die behandeling van kringe in 'n bos en vandag gaan ons in hierdie les spesifiek kyk na ironie en hoe dit voorkom in die verhaal. Daar's nogal baie ironiese draaie in die storie. Daar is ons prentjies. Weereens, ouens, julle moet die boek lees, asseblief. Goed. Kom ons kyk net gou-gou weer, wat bedoel ons as ons praat van ironie? Ten diepste is dit, ons sê iets, maar ons bedoel eintlik presies die teenoorgestelde. Soos die juffrou wat in die wiskunde klas inkom en sy deel die toetse uit, die wiskunde toetse, en sy sê vir die klas, julle was 'n klomp Einsteins vandag met hierdie toets. So she's not actually telling them that they are as clever as Einstein, they tell them just the opposite. Nou in 'n verhaal of 'n drama kry ons 'n ironiese wending. So it's that moment where something that you expect doesn't happen. So die teenoorgestelde gebeur van wat verwag word. The opposite happens than what you expect. Goed, so kom ons kyk. Die eerste groot stuk ironie in hierdie storie is die hele verhouding tussen Saul en Oupoot. Saul beskou homself as die beskermer, the protector, van Oupoot en die bos. Ons weet, daar was 'n baie besonderse band tussen Saul en die olifant. Hy het hom gesien as sy mensbroer, of sy dierbroer. En tog besluit hy op die ou end om Oupoot te skiet. It's like you have this wonderful relationship with a friend, and then you decide to kill him. So it's that dichotomy in this relationship. He wants to rather kill Oupoot himself to save face in the because of their special relationship. He does not want somebody else to kill Oupoot. En wat ironies is dat hy dit op die ou end nie reg kry nie. Hoe herstel hy Oupoot se waardigheid? Deur die tande wat hy koop en in die bos begrawe. Saul en die bos het ook hierdie teenstrydige verhouding. Saul is baie lief vir die bos, maar hy haat ook die bos, want hy sien vir homself geen toekoms in die bos of op Knysna nie. At one stage, he didn't see a future for himself in the forest or even at Knysna. So he wants to leave the forest for good. That's why he is on the boat, the Pictor. But then circumstances force him to go back. And eventually, this place that he actually wanted to leave behind forever becomes the place where he finds his happiness, and he eventually lives in Knysna with Kate. So that's also ironic, this whole hate relationship with the forest, and then in the end it's the place where he finds his happiness. Interessant, die verhouding met Caroline MacDonald is ook baie ironies. Sy is obviously, sy is natuurlik Kate se ma en Alexander MacDonald se vrou. En she brags about her blue blood. She's a direct in the bloodline from George Rex that was involved, or there was a intermarriage or out of marriage, I can't really remember, but King George III was in there. And George Rex becomes rich because of treating other people like slaves. And what does that remind us of? It also reminds us of her husband, Alexander MacDonald, that did the same thing. So Saul beskryf hom, he describes him as a houtkoper. That was like a swear word. A boer, a grondwolf, somebody that is just grabbing land where he can. And he describes him as a hoereerder. Now, that is really not a compliment. That is somebody who he's just having sex left, right, and center without any consequences. Goed. Saul en die MacDonalds. So here we talk about Alexander and Caroline. They deemed Saul as of lesser worth, minder waardig, omdat hy arm was, omdat hy 'n houtkapper was. They didn't regard him as somebody that they would like their daughter to be involved with. So they try everything possible to keep these two young people from each other. As Kate realizes, and this is so interesting, if you think about Saul and the insight that he came to as a young boy of 14, where he realized that the grown-ups are lying to him. Kate also came to that realization as she grew older and she observed the way that her father treated Saul and other people. She lost her respect for her dad. Sy verloor haar respek vir haar pa. And she realizes that she has to break her bond with him. So because he treated people so badly, she lost her respect for him. And the ironic twist is that her father, then lost her. Hy verloor haar as gevolg van watter tipe mens hy was en hoe oneerlik hy was en hoe hy ander mense behandel het en alles net vir homself wou hou. Ek hoop daar's nog 'n stukkie van die legkaart in sy plek tot ek julle weer sien.